waiting for a guest. Sorry, I'm not feeling well. Why isn't he? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Hey, what's up?
What's up?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. Hi Robin. Just want to make sure you guys see us and hear us good. This is Carreras. He's gonna talk about the Tangent wallet, and he has a bank story. And I also have the conversation. I had conversations with Chase and Wells today. I did not have an appointment because it's not yet on Forex, but I will be telling you guys what was told to me. And as far as Carreras, he has information what was told to him about the bonds. Chief Mac, after Carreras, Jackie will come on, and then Chief Mac will come on. Jackie's here. Carreras, Missouri girl, who was just Mr. T was just on. Selena, Missouri girl. Lady Red, Bonnie, Baby Crab Cakes. Yeah, and I will say, guys, the bashing of other intel providers is just not cool, especially Frank 26. As you all know, Frank 26 taught me everything that I know, and I highly respect him. So I will not deal with any of that. So, and I've already talked to the people that started all that. Frank did not intentionally mislead anybody. The lower denoms are out, the cut sheets are out. It's just the citizens they don't have them yet. Okay? So please, please, if you don't want to upset me, please don't, stop the bashing, right, Carreras?
That's right.
Frank has been in this 20 years, and Frank has before Frank does anything, he vets everything. His sources are solid, and I just it's very, very Lynn, hi honey. It's very, very upsetting to me when somebody bashes Frank, is because I consider him Uncle Frank. So I would just please ask you guys to just not do that. You know what I mean? So I'm just asking. Right, Carreras?
Right. Let's all be
Everybody,
nice.
and yeah, and agree with me. Everybody right now should come together. Like I
That's right.
keep saying this because we're right at the end of this, and this is about us coming together to help all of you. You know what I mean? Like I know my members and everybody that is, associated with my groups, my memberships, everything. You guys are my priority. That's why I am going live, even when I don't feel like going live. You know what I mean? Because you're important and I wanted to share this information. So, oh, and just to let everybody else know, the Plano, Texas information will be DM'd to the people from Texas by Sunday. So, and the other stuff, and probably Sunday, Monday will be all the other banks. I looked into Montana, Colorado. Um, so we're going to talk about that. You guys will have somewhere to exchange. And also, like I said, if you need, we will always find, whether it's Florida, whether it's Texas, whether it's the East Coast, West Coast, you will definitely have somewhere to go to exchange. Correct, Carreras? Because we good like that.
That's it. Yep.
So what did I say? What I want to say? Hi, Just Breathe. So this is for entertainment purposes only. Everything is in our opinion. And if you want to protect your crypto, so Carreras is going to talk about cold wallets. I'm talking about a brokerage. When you have your own personal broker, they help you with trades. It's your cryptos are protected by a firewall. Please consider signing up to Caleb and Brown. The link for my free sign up is in the description. So I'm gonna start. I'm gonna let him talk. Then I'll talk about my stuff. Then we could do a Q&A with you, and then Jackie will come on, and then Chief will come on, because I love the motivation from Chief, so he's gonna end it. And I will tell you guys, I was talking to Wells, and they are going to accept the 508c1 trust. They're gonna do a business account with it. It's completely legit. They will accept it. So I had it confirmed. Just to put that out there. Carreras, go ahead.
You want me to start off with the tangent?
Yes.
Guys, so I'm not affiliated kind of with them in any way. They gave me an affiliate link, and that's all I have with them. Tangent is the most secure wallet on the market. Um, it is probably the easiest platform for first time users. If you can work a phone, you can work this wallet. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. Looks just
And you
like a
could get a
credit card.
ring too. You tell them you can
You
get a
can
ring
also get,
too.
yeah, yep, yeah, you can also get a ring. So what you do is you take this here and you tap your phone, and it opens up an app. There's even functions where you don't even have to be connected to the internet, and that's the beauty of this thing right here. Is it's top security because you don't have to have it physically connected to a device like your laptop or your phone, like the Nano Ledger and those others. Best thing of all, it's $54 to get two of these cards. One of them is a backup. Like these other crypto wallets, they're charging like anywhere between 150 to $300, and they can be easily compromised. They're and a lot of their platforms are like super difficult. So like if you're a first time user, this is the way to go. Until you get a little bit more knowledge on how to use those, and then maybe you can evolve into the others. Uh, you can either direct message me on Telegram if you're a member there, and I can give you a discount code for 10%. If not, when I get off the video, I'll get into the chat and I'll post my email. Or you can email directly, and I'll send you the discount for that. So that's it on the tangent. And they
I
support
just want to say
hundreds
1 second,
hundreds of
to
cryptos.
people that are saying that they emailed, you will get a response today. Sorry, I just wasn't. You'll get a response today. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Chris.
No, I was just saying it supports hundreds of cryptos. You will not have to be on an exchange for anything. Once you transfer your cryptos onto this wallet, you can do all of your trading, your selling, your swapping, your staking, peer-to-peer transactions all on that wallet. You'll never need an exchange ever again. Unless you're doing some huge bank transfer of some sort where it's a wire is involved, is probably the only reason you'll need an exchange. But once you get this wallet, you're done with the exchanges, and you won't be at the mercy of the network traffic or anything like that.
Carreras, there's a question. They want you to explain a little bit. What is a cold wallet? So, go ahead. I'll let you explain because they exchange it. It's hot, and then just explain. So, because some people, it's a hard wallet.
So,
Arlene is asking. Tangent is a hard cold wallet. Go ahead, explain that.
so the easiest way I explain it is when you think about like when you plug something into the wall, it becomes hot, right? Because it needs to be connected. So a cold wallet and a hot wallet is kind of the same thing. It's not plugged into anything. It's not connected to the internet in any way. That's a cold wallet. If you have to connect to the internet, if it's software based and you're on the internet, if you have to take a device and plug it into your laptop or whatever, I don't consider any of those a cold wallet because at that point you're connected, you're hot, and you're at high vulnerability.
Is that explain it? And Tangent has the most cryptos that you could upload on it. So the difference, like for example, Cold Wallet is when you take your current your cryptos off the exchange if you want to put it on the wallet. Caleb and Brown is a brokerage. They store your cryptos and it's protected by a firewall, and then you have a broker that actually handles this for you. Tangent is a cold wallet where you transfer your currency and you keep it on there. And Tangent has the most cryptos that you can get on there. Now, somebody just said on Caleb, I mean on Tangem, you can't do buy and sell the those buy and sell orders. I think you can,
Yes, you
can't you?
can. You
Yeah, you
can. I
can.
do it all the time. Yeah, I'm no longer connected to any exchanges. I do everything right on the wallet, and everything is live. So when you see the price change on the market for XRP, XLM, whatever asset you have, you will see that change in price live right on your wallet.
Can you buy Dong on the Tangent Wallet? No, it's just for crypto. Melissa
Yeah,
Morris
it's
is
just for.
asking, where do you get a Tangent Wallet? You can get in touch with Carreras. He's gonna post his email and chat, or if you have Telegram, you can DM him. He has a code for 10% off for anybody that wants to get it. They have the cards, they have the ring. What else do they have? They have a couple options with Tangent, right?
Yeah, they have like seasons designs, so they all have like, fall design, summer design, patriotic design. They have several designs on their cards, but right now their only two products are going to be the card and the ring. So, hey, for you guys that want to contact me by email, I'll say it here, and then I'll also come in and I'll type it out. But it's channelabe@gmail.com. That's CHANNELABE@gmail.com.
Can one of the
And
mods put
so,
that in? Can one of the mods that are on put that in?
yeah, you simply go to tangem.com and then you look at your options that you want to buy. They have a 3 card bundle and a 2 card bundle. Don't be intimidated by there being more than one card. Those other cards are just a backup. So you're going to duplicate the two. One is going to be stored away somewhere safe, and then the other is the one that you're going to actually use. Same thing with the ring.
I want the ring so bad. I want it
Yeah,
so bad. You know what I
it's
mean?
pretty nice.
That shit is
Yep.
fire. I'll be walking around, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
somebody just said that, so the cryptos that are getting stolen off the exchanges. Like I've had an
Yeah.
issue with Uphold and Coinbase. Like just
Guys,
straight
get
up,
it off.
that's why you want to get it out of the
Yep.
exchange and put it on a cold wallet or in a brokerage. You know what I mean? So
Yep.
you have, and then you have the phrases that protect your cryptos. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
let
I
me let
want
me
the
give
ring
them
so bad.
two.
If anybody wants to get me one, I would appreciate that. Right, Mr. Carreras?
Yeah. Hey, let me give them two situations on why it's so important to have your own wallet. Number one, you're your own custodian. You'll hear people out there that understand crypto always use the saying, if it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. When you store your crypto on exchanges, it's it's their keys. It's not your keys. So let's say somebody hacks into Coinbase, which this has happened before, or somebody hacks into Kraken. I like Kraken, they're pretty secure.
I like Kraken
But
too.
either way, if they get in, they get all of your stuff. And you can't even get in there to save it. But if it's in your own wallet, you don't have to worry about that. The other situation is, let's say, for example, a massive event happens, right? Like, let's say we see XRP dump, right? And that's our green light to start buying. The network traffic is going to be so high, you're not going to be able to get in to complete your transaction. You won't have that situation if you have your own wallet because you'll
Yeah,
be
and
able to
Lady
buy.
Red, I'm sorry, hon. Lady Red is saying it's
Go
an
ahead.
actual ring. Yes, it's an actual ring. You
Yes, it's
put,
an
yeah, it's an
actual ring.
actual ring. And it's very, very nice looking.
Yeah. And you just like you take the card and you tap your card to your phone to open up the app. That's the same way the ring works. You just take that ring and you tap it to the back of the phone. It uses NFC, near field communication, and you'll have access to your app.
Yeah, so if anybody
And it's
wants to give me a
multi-layered.
gift, anybody wants to give me a gift, Chief and Mr. Carreras and my second mom over there, I love that ring. It's fire. And my ring size is 5.5. Just so you all know. I'm
Just
kidding.
so y'all know. Yeah, and
This
so just contact me and I'll send you guys that discount code. And if you also, once you get it, if you guys need help setting it up, I also have YouTube links by a guy named Cyber Skrilla. He teaches it like a kid could understand. He'll walk you step by step on how to do the setup, how to remove the cryptos from your exchange, everything tangent he has, and he explains it very well, very easy. The good thing about it is you can pause and follow along with him, and you should be golden.
Right. You know what I mean? And I just Carreras, they just said that the ring is gonna come in pink.
Oh,
Oh,
really? Nice,
yes. That's my
nice.
favorite color. My favorite color.
I
All right,
haven't seen
now
that. That's cool.
anybody have a question about Tangent before he talks about what happened with him today with Wells? XRP is gonna be a superstar. Quant, you know that they're saying Quant is supposed to like go crazy right now, but Quant is very expensive. And you guys got to remember these currencies are connected to these cryptos. Carreras, you know that, right? So,
Yep.
and everything, and just like the
The
silver, the
tech.
gold, everything is manipulated. Everything is manipulated. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, but I did get ripped off, Carreras, on Uphold and Coinbase. Like just especially XRP too. And what else is if
Yeah.
you look on Coinbase right now, I like pull up if I open up Coinbase, it's showing me IQD. It's not showing it to me in USD. I'm gonna post it after like I'm just like, what? I thought I had all this it was like one XRP. I was like, oh, I feel so stupid. Because I thought I had all this, like I was like, I saw it was like 2000 something IQD. I was like, for real, I'm getting like 2000 XRP, and it was one XRP. I felt dumb. So, but go
Yeah.
ahead. And
I will say to that for those people that are like on the fence about crypto, you're afraid to lose your stuff. It's like getting a new phone. You get this new phone and you don't know how to work it. You start playing with it, and then all of a sudden you know everything about it. You got to jump in and play with it. You don't have to use your entire collection of crypto. Use one that for you has the least value, and start sending just one at a time until you complete transactions. Because I'm gonna tell you, there's a magic that happens when once you send that first transaction, wallet to wallet or exchange to wallet, whatever it is, this little, this thing happens. It's like this stress lifts off you, and you're like, wow, this is not as bad as people say. And it isn't. The part that you really have to pay attention to is using your discernment, being your own custodian, and not having, that partnership mentality. Do not pay attention to people giving offers or airdrops. If you don't know these people, don't deal with them when it comes to crypto. There's a lot of scammers out there,
well, yeah,
and we're still,
they're doing the QFS card. Oh, you send us
yeah,
XRP and we're gonna give you QFS and
right.
all of that is
Don't listen to that.
fraud. Or somebody will say, I'm calling from Chase or I'm calling from Wells because they know this is about to happen. Oh, you're gonna send us XRP or you're gonna bring us XRP. We're gonna exchange, all of that is a scam. You understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You do not
yep. The
send your
whole,
XRP anywhere. You do not give your wallet information to anybody unless you know this person. This is what
yeah,
they're doing right now. They're taking XRP because they know XRP is going to be ridiculous. Any crypto, you know what I mean?
yep,
Unless you know the
yeah,
person. And the same thing, like somebody asked me, should we register our bonds through that one site that I had the guy on? You absolutely do not register anything. Okay. You're going to do it through the proper redemption. You know what I mean? You're going to everything. I do not want any of my people to get scammed. But and just to let you guys know, Carreras is my admin and is my friend, and he's very knowledgeable. And now he's gonna have give us his bank story from today with Wells Fargo. So go ahead, my friend.
yeah. So today was just a follow up call from a previous appointment. And I wanted to go in there and kind of pick her brain and revisit how she's responding to this whole exchange, and it was very positive. I basically just called her up to tell her, to ask her, hey, so I know that, as we get closer to being ready to come in and exchange, there's a possibility of very high traffic. And we're going to need to be able to get in there fairly quickly. What is the procedure for that? I mean, do you need me to set an appointment prior, or can I just call you and get in there fairly quickly? I mean, is that appointment going to be set out far, or is it going to be fairly close? And she said, no. As things start going, you give me a call when you're ready, and we'll have you in here within a day or two.
But what
That
you
is
don't
the
know
beauty of I'm
is,
sorry, that is the beauty of having the relationship. She
I'm
already
going
know
to
who
tell
I
you,
was. She knew my name.
and let me interrupt you for 1 second. I told you to do that because you now
Yep.
build a relationship. They now know you. They now talk to you differently. And once this hits, they're gonna call you. Okay, they're gonna
Yeah.
call you, and you're gonna get an appointment. Okay, before somebody that they don't have a relationship with. That's why I'm
Yep.
saying this to you guys. And Carreras, he's in Florida. We're not going to give
Yeah.
the location, but he's in Florida. Somebody just asked. But building a relationship, I'm sorry for interrupting, is very important because they get to know you. They get to know what you hold. They get to know how you're going to benefit them. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And that's when I talk about leverage. Like, say Carreras comes in with his currency and his bonds, you know what I mean? And he brings people. He has leverage, and they know that. You understand? That's why she said we're going to call you, but she's going to call you sooner. But go ahead. I'm sorry. I just wanted to explain that. Go ahead. I
Yeah.
apologize.
No. To add to that, she called me. I actually called her and left a message. Now, like, why would she call me if she didn't, if she wasn't thinking somewhere in the back of her mind, this is a huge potential client. So she called me back so she answered my call. And so once we got on the call and I asked her the question about the scheduling, the next thing I asked her was, or I let her know was that, hey, I have added bonds to my collection. Is this one of the locations that's going to have a U.S. Treasury rep? And she said she didn't deny it. She said, no, not at this location. And so the next thing I asked her was, well, I'm going to need that. And I would still like to keep the money within the family at this bank. Would you help me locate a branch that has the U.S. Treasury rep when that time comes? And she said, absolutely.
And this
No
was at Wells
denial.
Fargo. Wells Fargo, right?
Wells Fargo, yes.
Hmm.
So she
But
didn't
she never
deny the
denied
whole U.S.
anything
Treasury
about the
rep being
bonds.
on site.
She never
Nothing.
denied
Even she didn't
anything.
deny anything about the U.S. Treasury rep being there either. She literally said, no, not at this branch. So yeah, it's a real thing.
And that's what I'm saying with as far as the bonds, you guys will have all the information. The bonds are different than the currency. You understand what I'm trying to say? And did you feel when you were talking to her, did you feel like she was a lot more open with you now that you build a
Yeah.
relationship with her, or do you feel like she was still holding back information?
No, no. So it felt very comfortable. You can tell that in the way that she's speaking, she's being careful because she doesn't want to lose her job. But I'm telling you, when you guys go in there the first time, you're really scared about what to say and how to say it. But you have to break the ice and do that first time. Once you do that, that fear goes away, and you'll be able to be a bit more comfortable in speaking to these bankers because you know how it's going to go. And once they see it's real, once they see that you're calm and that you're not saying the red alert words, they'll talk to you, and they'll talk to you the same way you're talking to them, where you guys are on the same level and you're not saying anything that might be illegal. That's where you can learn to communicate with them better. But you're not going to learn that if you don't do your first appointment and start creating that relationship.
Yes, and that's very important because they have to know who you are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why, like, when you call the bank and before you, like, when you ask to speak to either a private banking wealth manager or premier banking at Wells Fargo, you know what I mean? They ask you, do you have an account with us? They always ask you that. And that's when I say, oh, when you come in, for your appointment or whatever, when you talk to them, if you're confident and you know what you're talking about, and you don't mention things that they get, like you said, the red alert questions or statements, they will talk to you, or they
Yep.
will give you hints without saying, like, they will say it without saying it. You know what I'm saying? And it's it's just, like, when I call or when I go, I don't give them a chance to say no. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna tell me what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And I know I can tell them the information. That's when the guy said, remember, he said Carreras, he was like, oh, they're no longer exotic. And then what, 2 days later, we saw that they were no longer exotic. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? You want to build that relationship, you know?
Yeah,
And
and none of them ever denied it. They never denied it, and all of them say the same thing. When this goes, you contact us. You guys are going to hear that. And the reason you guys are going to hear that is because they cannot reach out to you because it's insider trading. If they're watching the screen and then all of a sudden they see a number hit and they call you up and someone finds out, that's insider trading. That's why they
yeah,
won't reach
and it's
out
a
to you. That's
speculative
why you have to
investment.
have that relationship. That's why you have to have that relationship. That way you have a name and you have a phone number because they're going to give you their card. You have a name, you have a phone number, you can reach out them to directly when the time comes and you can get in. They will not contact you. Don't let anybody tell you that they won't contact you because that's insider trading.
But once it hits Forex, they have a list of people
Yeah.
that they have
Yeah.
built a relationship with who they're going to contact first. Okay.
Yeah.
And I know some people go in the banks and they're like, oh, we don't, you know what I mean, we know nothing about it, it's this and this. So if, say, Carreras, you're the banker and I'm walking in the bank right now, we're going to do this right now. I'm walking in and I'm saying to you, hi, my name is Maria, you know what I'm saying, like, I have an appointment with you. I'm here because, say, all right, let's do it this way. How am I going to do it? I just want to do like a little skit. All right, so I'm calling you on the phone. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you're the banker, so just follow my questions. Okay. Um,
Okay.
but whatever. Let's do Chase. Okay,
Okay.
let's do Chase. All right. So I'm calling you. Blah blah blah. They transfer you. You're a wealth manager. Okay. So
Okay.
now I got you on the phone. You say, hi, how are you? Go ahead. And then I want to talk. Just so they get
Hi, how are you?
hi, I'm calling. I wanted to know if you guys do exchange foreign currency.
Yes, we exchanged foreign currencies. Which currencies are you interested in?
Okay, well, as you are aware, there's a big global currency reset going on, which all the countries are going to be changing values of their currency. And President Mr. T, I'm going to say, is, wants all the currencies on a level playing field. And these currencies are going to be on Forex. The currencies I currently hold is the Iraqi dinar, the Vietnamese dong, the Indonesian rupiah, the Venezuelan bolivar, Iranian Real, and the Zimbabwe bonds. So, can you let me know once they hit Forex, what are your procedures? And if I can make an appointment to come in and talk to you, and also, you know, can you give me some information based on, like, what are your procedures for foreign currency exchange?
So, what I suggest, yes, we've been hearing a lot of information about these exchanges taking place. What I suggest is you make an appointment with me and we can come in and have you discuss the currencies and the procedures. I'm going to email you with my information, respond to that email, and we'll schedule an appointment.
Okay, and you're aware that Jamie Dimon, who, is, the CEO of Chase, is actually working. I'm just giving you a little background, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people, don't like to talk about, for example, the Iraqi dinar, because it was on the OFAC list, because it was sanctioned, it was, used as, for terrorism, counterfeit currency, all that. So, my thing is everything they're working, you guys are opening up branches in Iraq, and Chase is actually working with the Trade Bank of Iraq, to, um they're doing business together. So once the currency's on Forex, you guys will be exchanging.
Yes.
Hmm. Let me ask you this. Is there a fee? So I was always told, with other banks that I've communicated with, that there's a spread, which is the fee that's included in the exchange rate. So let me ask you this. I know you guys have tiers. I know you guys have private banking and then you have wealth management. And it's based on liquidity of how much currency that you hold. So that spread is it only for like, private banking and the first tier of wealth management? And then the perk, because based on the perks, I was told that tier two and the global tier, they will not have a spread. So how is that going to work?
As you said, that's going to work depending on where your assets put you.
So
Uh,
liquidity
and what I
wise,
mean,
right?
liquidity. So whatever your liquidity is, it's going to put you into a tier level, and so your perks and any fees will adjust based on that.
As also, okay, my other question is, so I'll give you an example. Let's say I have over 5 million USD. I'm just giving an example, okay? Um, how is that going to affect my perks from someone that has, say, over 10 to 15 million USD liquidity? They're going to have obviously more perks. They're not going to have any fees. They're going to, have be what is the difference? And I will have my own, like, say I'm in private banking, I will have my own private banker that will do stuff for me and everything like that. Like, can you just explain a
Yes,
little bit?
yes, you'll have a 24-hour concierge banking service, and all these perks will change depending on tier.
So
So
the
you
global
can be
tier is
at
the
a
highest
private
tier.
banking level,
Mhm.
or you could be at a universal banking level, or you could be at a global banking level. And which each one of those tiers, that package increases in perks.
Okay, got you. Now, will you verify my currency on site?
Yes, we use
Okay.
a verification machine on some sites, and then on other sites, we'll do a visual, and we'll also use a book for comparison.
How
And in some
many?
other cases, we will use a light.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. How many people will be there during my exchange appointment, and how many people will be present?
There'll always be more than one, as it's a controlled transaction.
Okay. Um, let's see. Hold on. Sorry, I'm asking you a lot of questions, but I have a YouTube channel and I'm trying to get information for my people. But you're being very helpful. Let's see. Hold on. So the verification process, it'll be two. It will be like a private banker and a wealth manager, because you need two people to verify.
Yes,
Is there a chance that the bank will have both the verification machine and the book? They do the double process.
at some locations.
Okay. Now what will happen as soon as you guys verify?
We once we verify that everything's legit, everything will be credited to your account, and you'll have proof of funds.
Okay, so I'll be able to get a proof of funds letter for real estate, and I'll be able to get so the purchase order from a car dealership. You guys will verify that, and I'll be able to get a cashier's check to go get a car right then and there.
You will have your account credited same day.
Is there going to be any waiting period before I can access the remainder of my funds?
It's instant. Once we verify, it is in your account.
And say I wanted cash. How much can I take out the day of my appointment?
I believe it's between 5 and 10,000. I want to say it's 5,000.
Okay, if I want anything over 5,000, it has to be ordered and there's a 7 to 10 day waiting period, correct?
That's correct. That's correct.
As far as security is concerned, how are you guys going to handle my transaction is secure, and to make sure that, like, what is your security procedures at Chase?
You know what, Maria? That's a good question. You got me on that one. You'd
Okay,
have to
the
share with them
security.
about that. Yeah.
If it's over 100,000 that you're taking out cash, you have to get your own security or police escort from the bank to your car. Okay, after the exchange. Let's see. Let's see what else we gotta go over. Hold on. So the money that I exchange, that is going to go to the United States Treasury, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Am I eligible for any type of credit? Because I'm aware of the fact that Iraq and the United States Treasury have a oil for dinar credit. How is that going to work?
I'm not sure that they'll be at
Will I get that credit, or
liberty.
will the bank? Will you guys get that credit?
You will get the credit. You'll get the credit towards the exchange.
Okay.
Yeah, but as far as the rep goes, I don't know if they're going to be at liberty to really elaborate on how they do the back end of that.
Okay. Um, let's see. Hold on. Verify my currency. Trying to think.
Guys, and if you're listening to me, I'm giving short answers. That's what you're going to get from these reps. They're not going to elaborate a whole lot. They can't. They're all trying to protect their job. So don't be discouraged.
What documents will I need to bring for my exchange appointment?
You'll need two forms of ID.
Okay. Am I going to need receipts for the Iraqi dinar to prove
It is
where they
probably
were
a good
purchased?
idea. It is probably a good idea to bring your receipts.
Okay. So two forms of ID. Must have an account. Um, I'm trying to think, guys. What else? What other questions? Because we're gonna do on the same thing with Wells now. So, basically with Chase, that's your phone call. So then you're gonna set up an appointment for me. I'm gonna come in. We're gonna. Oh, how long will the exchange appointment take?
I believe they schedule up to 90 minutes.
Okay. Also, can say you're the one on the account, right? Say I have the account, but my spouse is not on the account. Can my spouse come to the appointment with me if he's not an account holder?
Yes.
Okay. And I can bring my own attorney, my, financial advisor, like my team of people that I have set up.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Hold on, let's see. Um let's see. You do you have to have checking it, or do you have to have any type, you have to have an account, correct? Before you can exchange.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you please
We
tell me
prefer that you have an account. Yes.
what prior to the exchange, right?
Yes.
What would you guys accept as two forms of ID?
Social security card, driver's license, voter's registration, passport, any one of those will work.
Okay.
Even a utility bill that has your name on it and address.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me ask you this question. Say we're in the middle of exchanging, and I'm sorry I'm asking you all these questions before going to an appointment, but I just want to be prepared before I go meet with you. Um,
That's
During the
fine. I'm here till
exchange,
4.
so let's talk about how the rate moves. Okay. So say at my appointment, the rate is showing at $3. Okay. Say I'm in private banking. So I'm going to have to pay a spread, which is the fee that's inside the rate, which is anywhere from 1 to 3% with you guys. And from what I've been told at Wells Fargo, it's between 1 and 5%. So that will come in. So while we're exchanging and you guys are verifying and doing all this stuff, say the rate jumps. I have to keep exchanging at the rate that I started exchanging, right? Or can I go with the new rate?
You have to go with the rate that you started at. It won't stop you from coming in tomorrow and getting a new rate, or same day going to another financial institution and exchanging there.
Hmm. Okay,
Same day.
Yeah, so I just have to finish my process with the rate that I started with, but I can, my
Correct.
exchanges are unlimited. I can exchange as much as I want, as little as I want, and
Correct.
okay. All right, well, let's
At
set
that
up an
rate.
appointment. Hold on, let's see, hold on, like they asking, um, let's see, hold on. Okay, so let's set up an appointment, and you're going to, oh, what I was going to ask you, you guys are currently using a new system that is digital, correct? Or you can't discuss that with me.
We're currently still on the usual system.
Okay. All right. Well, let's set up an appointment so that I meet with you. And as I said, it's about to be on Forex, so you guys got to exchange it, right?
Right. So if
Um,
you would just share your information with me, and we'll set up an appointment. I'll send you an email. There'll be a few things that you need to read over, and then you can make the scheduling, and then we'll see you when you schedule.
Awesome. I'm so excited because I know this is about to hit. Because a lot of people, like a lot of banks are, oh, we're not going to do this. Well, you have to do this once it's on Forex. Because once it's freely trading, you have to. Any bank that exchanges foreign currency will exchange it. Am I correct with that statement?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they can't deny it. Once it's on there, it's on there.
Okay,
It's
awesome.
available. They can't deny it.
All right. Hold on. Red Cat said, can we pay off our house? Yes, they're going to give you a proof of funds.
Yep.
Hold on. Tiffany, yes, she's correct. She said they're not allowing people to leave the bank with 100K. You have to order that, and that's where you have to have the security. Okay,
Hey,
but
no
you got
financial advice, but why would you want to? We live in a
right.
digital world where you can do transfers. I mean, why put yourself in that kind of a situation?
Hold on, wait. They're asking. I have a Chase mortgage that count an account. You can answer that, Carreras. If they have a
What's that?
mortgage, is that considered an account, or they have to have? No,
Yeah.
they
So
have to.
listen, guys, that's a good question. That's for any financial institution. Like the way we got in at Wells Fargo, we don't even have an account. My wife just happened to have a credit card that's Wells Fargo, and so that qualified as an account. If you have, and then with me, I was able to get in at Chase because we have a mortgage with them. So we don't have like an account where that you call a bank, a checking account or whatever. We just have a mortgage and credit cards that belong to these banks, and that there alone qualified us as an account.
Awesome. What if you lost your receipt? Well, it all depends. So they're trying to see the receipts for the Iraqi dinar. And remember, this is all in our opinion because it was counterfeit. It was used for terrorism. It was very, very bad currency. And another thing, what I wanted to tell you about Wells is crypto. You cannot. So, like for example, my business account at Wells Fargo, I cannot do any crypto transactions. They will close your account. Yes, Darlene, you can ask for the cashier's check right away because your money, when they verify your currency on site, your money is available immediately because it's digital. It's when they don't verify it on site, it's in pending status. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Can you open an account with the IRA space you exchange at? What? Hold on. Let's see. Let's see. Um, you can open an account. Hold on. Can you see the questions, Carreras?
Yeah, I can see them.
Pick
I just
one.
now started looking down at them. Hit the line. Is
And
it?
remember, in your opinion, just pick one.
Okay, there's one for you. Is it good? Is it a good strategy to exchange on 2 or 3 different days, like each week, for example? That's from Espresso Nuevo.
Okay, well, we're not
You,
giving financial advice, but in our opinion, you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. If you want to follow the float, it's going to be a float. Okay, you got to know when to hold them, when to fold them. And remember what I said, you always want to make money off your money. Okay, let's see what else. What do you see on their careers?
Someone's asking, "Are you a banker? Yes or no?" We're just role playing here, guys, to give you guys some education.
To help you
I'm
guys
not a
with the
banker.
call.
I'm not a banker. I'm not giving out financial advice. We're just role playing to help you guys with the visit.
To help you guys like when you call and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, so
So
let me
what
tell them real
constitutes?
quick my calls today.
Okay.
From Chase and from Wells. So my appointment didn't happen because it was obviously not on Forex. So I did get a lot of information from Chase, you know. So they're expecting this, guys, in my opinion, and they're expecting it very, very soon. Okay. Um, so the procedures, I was told about the procedures with Chase. Again, I was told about the tiers. I was asking about if the perks change. Everything is changing with them constantly. They're constantly in meetings, they're constantly being educated. Okay, so Chase is going to be exchanging the Venezuelan bolivar when it changes on Forex. In my opinion, I'm saying that. But I did verify that. Chase will be doing the Venezuelan bolivar. I didn't think they would, but they are. Okay. They're waiting on the fees. They're waiting on so tier two and the global tier. Global tier is anything over 50 million liquidity. Okay. BX, no. I asked about Venezuela. They said yes for Venezuela. And that to me also says that they already know. They already know everything. You understand what I'm trying to say? So, Wells Fargo, I'm going to be getting and I'll go into more detail as far as like, what was said in the procedures and everything like that. But Wells will accept the 508c1 trust. Okay, they can connect it to business accounts, they can connect it to personal accounts, you know what I mean, and you use it. This is how it was explained to me. Okay, it's connected to your bank account, so you get a debit card, you get everything like a regular account, but it's on the trust. If you guys curious, you understand how I'm like trying to explain it.
Oh yeah. When you guys get into the world of the trust, you're gonna have access in a whole other way. Can't really elaborate a whole lot on it. We don't give out financial advice, but if you get into studying the trust and the many different types, the one thing that you will find out is you're going to have tools and you're going to have access in a way that the normal people don't have access to their money and what they can do with it. The protection level is off the charts.
And the thing is, when you talk about Venezuela, like Chase was a little more open than the Wells was, but they really are nervous to talk about Venezuela. And they're nervous because there's a lot going on. And all of these investments are speculative. Okay. Meaning that's why you always have to say, in your opinion, and all that stuff. All right. So, in my opinion, I'm saying again, Zim, Agros, Zim, the bonds, the historic bonds, Yellow Dragon, all those bonds will be redeemable. Anybody, even though the person said they're this and they're that, I have a different opinion. Everybody is like allowed their own opinion, right? Careers like,
Yep.
you know what
Yep.
I mean? So the procedures and the fact that they told me that they will accept the trust and connect it, personal account, business account, it's fully legit. You know what I mean? Pulled it up. It's like an LLC, but it's a trust. A trust is better. So, oh, and they try to sell me gold and silver certificates, all this bullshit. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? And Wells said again today that once this goes, I will not be able to use Wells to purchase any type of crypto. I can't do any types of wires or nothing for crypto. You know that, right? They're not doing it. Whether in Chase you can. Because right now Chase is accepting crypto for payments, for mortgages, for car payments, everything. So
Yeah, I think in the future that'll change across the board. All institutions are going to be massively adopting crypto.
and Pengo, I was told different basket. You know what I mean? What is your
Yeah.
opinion, Carreras, on the Pengo? I don't know. You know what I mean?
So my strategy on the thought on all of this is I don't get into the hopium space. I just sit back and watch the show. If it goes, it goes. We know that the entire world is going to revalue every because, like you said, and you mentioned many times, in our opinion, everything has to be on a level playing field. You just sit back and watch the show, and when it happens, you're already involved. So you're gonna hear about it, and when it's time to go, you go. In the meantime, don't stress out. Don't stress out. Don't get into that hopium space. I know that a lot of us are struggling, but it's gonna happen in our opinion. And when it does, all those problems are gonna go away. And and to add to that, getting into that hopium space and getting stressed out, it's not gonna do anything to change this situation. It's just gonna make you very unhealthy. And you need to stay clear minded right now.
And Carreras, did you notice that the closer this is getting, the more open they're becoming? They want to talk
Exactly.
to you. So now, if you call the bank, they're calling you now.
Yep.
Oh, Miss Maria, we apologize, but your currency is not on Forex yet. It's
Yeah.
not there yet. You know what I mean?
Yep.
There's no more saying, "Oh, it's a scam." It's not as they know, because they know what kind of money they're going to make off of everyone. This
Yeah.
1% of people that have this, they know exactly what's going to happen. And I'll tell you another thing, Jamie Dimon, that's one person I would not mention during a phone call, or because that's like throwing it in their face. But he would not be involved in anything unless he knew it was going to make him ridiculous amounts of money. And Warren Buffett, didn't he just post about foreign currency? They're all involved in
Yep.
this, all of them.
Right after he stepped down, he said right
Mhm.
now would be a good time to invest or own foreign currency. Guys, if
Right.
that's not a hint, I don't know what is. You're talking about one of the greatest traders in history saying that.
Right. And remember, I told you the guy that does all the tech stuff for the tier one banks saw the rate for the dong and went out and bought
Yep.
10 million dong. So what do you think? You understand? He wouldn't just buy it, and that's the only currency he has. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? For no
Yep.
reason.
Again, you gotta use your own discernment. But yeah, when you see things like that, you know that there's high potential. You know.
And they're talking about the bonds now. Bonds are different than currency. You know what I'm saying? So that's where the tier system comes. Tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, 4. You understand? Bonds are different. But
Yeah, that's real money there.
you
Like
know
real undeniable money. Yeah.
and you got to know when, like I said, when to hold them, when to fold them. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? And you got to
Yeah.
protect yourself. And I was talking for a while about trust with Wells with Wells Fargo. I'm actually going to do, so you have to, they did tell me that it has to be in the state that you like, they're not going to accept it. You has to be, so like, say you're in New York, it has to be in New York. You know what I mean? So that's what they said.
Gotcha.
It has to be in the
Okay.
state that you're living, the trust. But they will accept it. And she told you, your wealth manager, she was going to contact you and she was going to tell you where to go. And that's where you call, and you give your zip code, and they tell you what location to go to redeem your
Yep.
bonds. Do you guys understand that?
Yeah. Yeah, she admitted that that location was not one of the ones that was going to have the U.S. Treasury rep, but that she would help me locate one.
And you know what I mean? So they know exactly what's going on, and they're treating people right now like if you call, you're going to see the difference because they know exactly what's coming. So, and
Yeah.
they know that they can't, they're about to make a whole lot of money off of you. Am I right, Careers?
Yeah, they know. That's the reason they're communicating with you. When you start seeing them reach back or even entertain you coming in for an appointment because they hear what you're holding, guaranteed right there, that's a sign that they see you as a potential client that's going to bring a 10x lending power to their financial institution. And that's how you walk in. You walk in there knowing that they need you. You don't need them. You
They need
literally have
you.
the power to 10x their lending power. They're going to make money off of you. You're going to make money off them. But in this situation, you have control.
And you got to remember the bonuses that they will get when they do the
Yeah.
exchange. They get bonuses on that
Yeah.
because they're buying your currency and then they're selling it. That's where the supply and demand comes from. You
Yeah.
guys
And chat,
understand
what
what I'm
about the
saying?
fiduciaries? What about the fiduciaries? Them guys,
Right.
they perform on a level where if you're doing good, they're doing good. And when they see that potential, they're going to bust their ass. They're going to
Um,
bust their ass to make sure that they're making and that you're making.
like you guys don't understand. They will pay your bills for you. You have so many perks. I think I already posted it in my private group. All the perks and stuff like that. You get insane amounts of perks. Um, so the trust, you can get it, but it's better to have it before so they can, like, when you go in, they can connect it just like if you're doing an LLC, they do all because it takes a little bit of time for them to because they have to verify and everything like that. So it takes up to 48 hours. But if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. You know what I mean? You can't you know do what you got to
Yeah, and you
do.
know what? For you guys that can't afford it, and you're interested in getting with Chief Mac, he will work with you. He will work with you. You got to reach out to him, and he'll figure something out. You know, a payment plan or what have you. But yeah, he'll help you out. So don't worry about not having the money now. Worry more about getting your ducks in a row, getting your structure set up, so that once this exchange happens, you have a solid foundation and you know how to move forward with whatever you're going to do next, whether that's an investment or layered trust or what have you. Um, yeah, but don't stress out. I mean, if you can't do it until after, then that's an option too.
And there's a lot of things like probably Sunday, most likely is going to be the real estate agent, and then the fiduciary financial advisor and the wealth manager are going to come on at the same time. So we have to figure it out with West Coast and East Coast. So it might be earlier in the day. We might have to do the live because of the time. We got to work out the time. So, and I want to do a StreamYard because I want to have a couple people on to be like because we want to ask questions, we want to pick their brain, you know what I mean? So what else was I going to say? Oh, what bonds, careers, what's your opinion on what bonds people should get?
Uh, Again, not financial advice. I would say do your research on the historic bonds. So we're talking,
Yellow
like
dragons.
the Zim, Yellow Dragons, the Pengos. I mean, I know there's a lot of mixed feelings about the Pengos, but they have a lot of historic information out there about them. Um, yeah, the best advice that I can give is do some research, and there's really positive things being said about the Zim Agros and all those bonds. Um, yeah, it just to stay in a safe place, I would say just do your research. But those bonds are
Historic
solid,
bonds are
solid,
very
solid money.
good.
I'm sorry.
Historic bonds are very good. in my
Yes,
opinion.
yeah, yeah. If you get in there and you just use that term, historic bonds, it'll open up to a whole world of information. You get in there, study it, because you got to know what you're investing into and why. So it's going to benefit you to go research it.
Right, but the most important thing, it's all digital. You know what I mean? They're all trying to go digital, but you want to try to avoid you like me. I'm against that digital ID and all that CBDC.
Yeah,
I'm against all that. You're not gonna know what I'm doing. You understand what I'm trying to say? You're not, and that's what I'm trying to say. Like when you go for your exchange, be very like discreet about it. You know what I mean? Go to your appointment, do what you got to do. Don't tell anybody what you hold. Don't you understand? Am I right,
yeah.
careers? Because people are
No,
jealous.
yeah,
Things are going on right now. And remember, you're the one that got the blessing. You're the one that was chosen. And now it's your job to share your blessing and to help people. You understand what
guys,
I'm
get
trying to say?
invisible. Get invisible. Stay invisible. Because
And
I mean,
diversify.
family members will come
Diversify.
after you. Yes.
Right, Carreras, diversify. And this is not
Yep.
financial advice, but you want to spread your money out. You want to spread your money and you want to make money off your money. You know, crypto, gold and silver. Like gold and silver is huge. Silver is predicted to go very, very high. You know, in my opinion. I don't know if you guys listen to Bo Pony. Do you guys listen to Bo Pony? You know, he's been right about a lot of stuff. You know, you want to diversify. You don't want to leave it in one place. Am I
Yep.
right, careers? So,
Yeah.
um,
And just keep thinking of ways of making more money off your money. Generational wealth.
and then
You know,
somebody just said, hold on, Hula Hawaii, you don't need a humanitarian project to redeem. You don't need it for the agro checks, as far as I know, in my opinion. I don't think you do. I think if you wanna do a humanitarian project, I think you get a higher rate
yep.
for your Zim, but I don't think it's necessary,
Yeah,
in
you're
my
right. In my
opinion.
opinion, that's what I've heard. In my opinion, as well, is that you can go in without, and exchanges will still happen. Your rate might not be the same as having a humanitarian project. I,
And
and
remember,
like I said, I don't know a whole lot of the details on it, but in my opinion, that's also what I've heard.
And also remember that when Kuwait did their thing, they just went crazy with supply and demand. So the IMF will cap this. You know what I mean? They're not going to allow it to go crazy. But
Yeah,
Dr. Shabibi, I don't know if you did the research on this. Dr. Shabibi, who's behind this whole monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar, said that the Iraqi dinar, based on their assets, can hold a value from anywhere from 1650 to 2850. When I read that, because I actually read the whole white papers, like I read the whole plan, I almost fell out of my bed. I was
yeah,
like,
right.
what? But that's what it could hold. You know what I mean? Based on how
Yeah.
wealthy Iraq is,
Hmm.
you know?
Yeah,
So
and don't sleep out there on Zimbabwe either. That's a
all
wealthy,
these
wealthy area.
countries, but Carreras, all these countries, they all have so much assets. They're so wealthy and their
Yeah.
currency is so underrated because their government is corrupt and they're all manipulating it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
and you also got to remember that the image that we have of all these other countries, that's based on what we're getting from mainstream media. They don't want you to know what's really going on out there. Those countries are probably super developed, way more, higher in technology than ours is, and thriving. But they're not going to let you know that. That's why it's important to do your research.
it's always important. Always do your research before you do anything. You know what I mean? And you have to remember when you're investing, it's always speculative. You know what I'm saying? But you always want to make money. Like when you get a return on your investment, you want to make money off of that return. Am I right, Carreras?
Yep, that's right. We got
Hold
somebody
on.
asking what the cold wallet's name is. It's Tangem. You can go to tangem.com and take a look at it. Get whatever information you need off of there as far as being educated on it, and DM me if you're in Telegram, and I'll get you the discount code. Or again, you can reach me at channelabe@gmail.com. CHANNELABE@gmail.com.
Awesome. But yeah, to answer AA's question, he said there won't be currency manipulation. And that's what he meant by level playing field. And that's why they have to free float instead of having a managed float. Because when you have a managed float, the central bank is still controlling the rate. They have to free float in order to be on Forex. Okay. Does that answer?
Yeah, doesn't everything else? I mean, when you look at the rates on forex, you'll look at whatever currency, British pound, whatever it is. You'll go in there 1 minute and it'll be a certain price, and then go back in there 5 minutes later and it'll be a different price. So it's normal that it floats. You just, and that's where you gotta, what Maria's saying, you gotta know when to hold them and when to fold them. When you see that number that's favorable to you, not financial advice, that's kind of what she's pointing out when it comes to your green light, when it's favorable to you to do your exchange.
Whatever makes you, how do I like, I need you to help me real quick. And then Chief will, he'll be on in a little bit. I need you to like explain because certain words I can't get out due to my what happened to me. But so how do I? Everything is on a digital set, which is XRP, the Ripple. It's all going to be on the Ripple network. Okay, so basically, I can't talk about different things that are happening with with cryptos until it's publicly announced because I'm partners with Caleb and Brown, so everything has to be verified. But there's going to be so many ways that you're going to make money off the cryptos. And you want to protect your cryptos by having it in a brokerage, by having it in a cold wallet, off the exchanges. You know what I mean? People are getting their cryptos stolen, especially XRP, because people know what it's going to be worth. Just like people know what the Iraqi dinar is going to be worth.
Digital's the future, man. You
And
guys got to get your feet wet. Got to get your feet wet, because it's going to get to a point that there's going to be so many different ways of securing assets and making money purely on the digital platform. I'm sure you guys have heard the term tokenization. Wait till you get
yeah.
into that and start finding out exactly what that entails. Those are some of the things that Maria is pointing out that she can't really talk about. And I don't think any of us really can, because it's not been fully implemented, but the chatter's out there. And one thing's for sure, we are transitioning over into a digital world. You see, Mr. T up there, talking about being the crypto capital, creating all this electricity here. What do you think he's doing that electricity for? We got massive servers we got to run in this country in order to operate on crypto. Put
Well,
all the dots
Houston,
together.
the CBI server, the main server is in Houston.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But what I'm saying is that you put all the dots together. It's like they're moving pieces together of this huge machine that's going to all come together. You're going to wake up one day and you're going to be in a digital world. And if you haven't learned it, or at least exposed yourself to it, you're going to be lost. I mean, you're not going to be left behind, but you're going to be lost, and you're going to be late catching up. It's going to be tough. Don't be afraid of it. Get in it, research it, play around with it, get comfortable with it, because it's coming. In my opinion, it's coming. That's the world we're going to be in. You have
And
a ton of
remember,
things.
remember, all these currencies going to be like boom, 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 boom. There's going to be no break. It's all going to just pop, 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 pop. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I was
Yeah,
always told that Iraqi dinar is a major, major blessing. And for you to be involved in it is major. You were chosen. But the biggest return on investment will be with the dong, though, in my opinion.
yep,
So, all right, guys.
yeah.
So, Mr. Carreras, it was a pleasure having you on. I'm going to have you get
Love
off
y'all.
and go in the chat. And then, Jackie, if you can come on. And then after Jackie, Chief will come on. Okay. Um, these are questions for Chief. He'll be on in a couple minutes. He might still be in chat. You'll be in chat, right, my friend?
Yep.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Love you
All
guys.
right.
Take care.
Love you. Love you to pieces. All right. Go ahead. He can help out in chat too. He'll be in. Bye, honey. Jackie, you can join now. Jackie, can you hear me? There's Jackie. Hello.
Hello.
I just got done drinking my hydrogen water.
That's a good deal. We're going to get you back on track, lady. I sent you some
Yeah.
more stuff, so it's coming.
This is Jackie. She's the bomb. And please
Hi,
listen to her for a
Selena.
couple minutes. Um, you know. And the hydrogen water and the tablets and the spike protein is helping me. So Jackie, the show is yours.
All right. Hi, guys. I know we've spoken before. Um, this is the Lumavite hydrogen, molecular hydrogen water bottle, which is considered a medical device. It is not like any of the other bottles that you see advertised. It is the only bottle that uses a natural membrane that doesn't produce heavy metals, because we know heavy metals contribute to Alzheimer's, autoimmune diseases, um, you name it. And this will actually help reverse the effects of Alzheimer's and any neurological diseases and ward off cancers. Um, you name any of those diseases. I can talk to you more privately about those things if you'd like to. I'm also offering free consults because I know there's a lot of things going on that people are pretty down about, and don't lose faith.
Jack,
Uh,
talk about the silver too, please.
or you're going through a rough time and you just want to get it off your chest. I do spiritual advising. Um, I have a lot of experience in a lot of modalities with how the body works, over 30 years of experience. And Maria mentioned about silver. I've been a silver bug for quite a while, and I started hearing what was happening, and I jumped on board about 5 years ago. And of course, you could see the return of investments has jumped, and there's a pullback right now. But you have to keep in mind that the bankers are suppressing the silver, and they know they're going to lose, and they're holding on as much as they can. But it's not going to be able to be held any longer. The dam is going to break, and I'd say within a week you're probably going to see $65 to $70 silver, and then after it's there, it's going to go like gangbusters. You're going to get into three digits. I heard 160, 170 by the end of the year, maybe into
In
January.
your opinion, please. In your
Yeah,
opinion.
in my opinion. And then in my opinion, it's going to go maybe 5, 600 into the getting into the first, second quarter of January. And then in my opinion, through the rest of that time, you're going to see silver hit four digits, because that's where it should be. It makes no sense. You have London storage facilities which are empty now. They have no more silver. And I think from what I understand, Maria, they're not mining any right now.
No, they're not. And also tell them after you're done this, tell them about the guy that I'm gonna bring on, about the safe, the storage of silver, like the guy that was with Andy Sheckman that I'm gonna bring on, if you could tell
Yes.
them about that too.
Yeah.
Because that's something they might be interested in, just so they have like they know ahead of time what the guy's gonna talk about.
Yeah. Um, so London doesn't have any more silver. We do. So you have supply and demand. Why is silver dropping? Again, the bankers are trying to keep that down because it takes them out of business. But supply and demand, if the supply is low, the price should be high. And I was telling Maria the other day, I have a little coin shop down the highway here. And it's, just every once in a while, people are going in, exchanging, buying coins. Well, last weekend, it was mobbed all weekend and they had police guards. So, what does that tell you? People are going in and they're buying it. They got the news, they're buying it up. supply and demand factor, the price should be up. It won't be able to be held down much any longer. So if you want to get it, you get it. I understand from, I spoke to Andy Scheckman's son, Josh, a couple of months ago, and the Silver Eagles, if you can get a hold of a Silver Eagle, I mean, they're a little more expensive, but they have the greatest return. It's a minted coin, has a really great return. You can get a few. Just be part of it. Even if you have one piece, it's big. It's going to multiply tenfold, even more, in my opinion. Um, and then what was it you were saying, Marie? Oh yeah,
Where about the storage? Because I'm gonna bring that guy on with
yeah.
Andy.
I
So we're
have,
working on bringing Andy on. Just
yeah.
so okay.
Storage is great. You may hear when you look at a company, whoever you choose, and Miles Franklin, which is Andy Scheckman, and he's an extremely knowledgeable man, and so is his son. Um, you can opt, instead of having silver sent to your home or send it to a family member, what it is, you can opt to have it stored in a vault, which is a smart thing to do. I did it, and I kind of look at it as a very special checking account, which means you put your money in the vault. You pay a minimal fee every so many months. It's no big deal. And if you need the money, you call up the broker and say, hey, can you cut me a check for, let's say, $1,000? Sure. They'll cut it. You'll get it, but you get what your money is worth in there. So let's say you put in $10,000 of silver, and that has multiplied up to 25,000. Well, you've got 25,000 in that checking account. You can call up and have that check cut. So it's a great thing to do. It's safe, and they are insured. No matter what happens, whether there's storms, fires, whatever it is, your silver is insured, and you're not going to lose it. It is so much better than putting it in a safety deposit box, because if the banks close, you can't get it. This way, you're insured and you can get it in a vault.
Okay. So and what's the guy's name? Because I want to. We're working on bringing them both on, Andy and
His son, Josh. Yeah.
So yeah, guys, you'll have an option. They'll talk about that option, and that also builds interest, right, Jackie? When your silver and gold is in that wall, doesn't it? Can't you make money off of that too?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
I have heard also that, silver is gold on steroids. You want to get into the silver. And when that's rising, then you jump into gold, because gold is going to be the next thing that goes. And I've heard from analysts, in my opinion, too, that it could go to five digits, because these precious metals should be up here. It's God's money. That's why the bad guys can't really do anything to it. They don't want that. They want the nefarious stuff.
Hold on, Jack. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Tiffany said, first of all, Maxine. Hi, Maxine. Hi, Max. She said, how much would they insure silver up to? That's the first question. Now, Tiffany said, safe deposit belongs to the bank. No, this is separate from the bank. Like, this is not the bank. This
Yeah.
is connected to, Jack. Can you re-explain that and answer
Yeah.
Max's question,
A
please?
safety deposit is only with a bank. Any of these banks, like Bank of America, Chase, PNC, they have safety deposit boxes. Precious metal companies have vaults. They are not a bank, they're a vault attached to a precious metal company. And
So
you
this
have,
one is attached to Miles Franklin, right?
what's that?
This one is attached to Miles Franklin. The guy works directly with Andy to store.
Yes.
So this is Andy's. Like Andy is
This is
connected to
Andy's
Andy.
company. Yeah. Yeah, this is his company.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. And then Max had a question. How much do they insure the silver, the walls?
You know what? You're going to have to ask, call them and ask.
Well, we're gonna bring them on anyway. So,
Yeah.
but that's a good opportunity, and it's not a bank.
No,
So,
it's not. And it's
and
much
also
safer.
got to remember when you go in, they're going to try to sell you all kinds of stuff when you go in for your exchange. And they're going to try to sell you gold and silver certificates. That's their big thing right now. You do not want that. You want physical gold, physical silver. People are asking where to buy gold and silver. We use Andy Sheckman, Miles Franklin. Correct,
Yes.
Jack?
Yes, I've purchased from other companies, but I've purchased from Miles Franklin. And they've actually do specialty silver too. They support other shows, and they'll come up with designer silver, like 5 ounce and 10 ounce bars, and you can order them too. Some people like to collect them.
So the 1 ounce rounds, they you can get them there as well, right?
Oh yeah, you could get the 1 ounce rounds. You could get the silver eagles. You can get what they call junk silver, uh, which is
What is that junk silver? What does that
okay.
mean?
When you go way back, and they were making mercury dimes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I was told that each dime, let's say if you purchased mercury dimes, or if you had them in your family, um, 14 of them is equivalent to 1 ounce of silver. Okay,
Wow.
and then you want to get things like 50-cent pieces, like the Kennedy half dollars. Prior to 1964, has the most silver. They're more valuable. And like if we're in a situation where, let's just say, we couldn't use our greenbacks or dollars, and we have silver, and silver is rising, you might be able to use it to purchase things, because it could, in my opinion, get very desperate, and you've got to have some silver. You may need it to purchase something. You may need it to barter. So, like Maria always says, keep all your bases covered. Get some crypto, get your currencies, get some silver, get some gold. Um, Barter's a possibility.
And
Uh,
Jackie, remember that if you have physical silver or gold, then and say an EBS happens and everything shuts down, yeah, you should have cash on hand, but you could also use that silver.
yes, you can.
You
Yes, you
understand what I'm
can.
saying? So it helps you out as well.
That's right.
You know.
And if there's a big shortage, boy, they're going to want it. They'll be knocking at your door for it. We're seeing something like we've never seen. We were picked to be in this time. This is God's blessing. We're going to have 7 years of prosperity. Okay. If biblically it's written there, the great Kim Clement spoke about it. As Maria mentioned, Bo Pony, I follow him too. He's amazing. Um, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Try to do it. Even if you can just get a little, if you just get a few, be in it, because the energy multiplies. Silver and gold is energy.
And you always want to have, you don't want to just have your what I'm trying to say, I can't say it. You don't want to just have one thing. You want to have different can you explain that, like different, you don't want to just have, say, currency, or you just say you want to all have a little piece of every, like, what is that called, a little piece of everything, you know what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say, Jackie?
diversify a little piece
Yeah.
of everything. Yeah, yeah, you do. And even when you purchase silver, they have bars, 1 ounce, 5 ounce. Sometimes they have special ounces, 10 ounce. Of course, there's 100 ounce. You can get quarter silvers. You could get 50-cent silver. You can get the whole ounce. You can get, sometimes they have special commemoratives, 2 ounce round bullions, and then the silver eagles. And the silver eagles are worth more. You pay a little bit more, but they have a bigger return.
You always want to be diversified. And like I said, like I'm still doing research on this cryptex and everything like that. You want to always, there's all these ways to make money on your investment returns. You know what I'm saying? And like Jackie, you know what I'm trying to say.
Hmm.
And you just want to just always be, and be smart. Be smart. The most important thing is being smart, not get taken advantage of, not get scammed. Be smart. Don't give your serial numbers, don't give, especially your wallet address, nothing. If somebody sends you, for example, a DM or an email, and they're saying, oh, we're from this and this, you call them. Or if it's a company, call. You know what I mean? If it's a person and this person would not DM you or message you or whatever, that's a scam. You don't give your information. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, and right now it's silver, XRP. They're, you know what I mean? They're trying to get your currency. Be very, very careful. But I'm sorry, Jackie. Go ahead. I apologize.
No, 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 that's okay. No, I love listening to all your info.
Mm.
Yeah, so I highly recommend. It's one of the best risks out there. Okay, God is blessing us. Take advantage of it. I know Miles Franklin is a great company, and some of the others are really good too. I did a little bit in a couple other companies, but I spoke personally to one of the family members, Josh, and he was a really nice guy, willing to help you at any end. He even gave me his personal number. That's the family business that they have.
Well, we're gonna try to get them on because I really want, I want every type of possible diversification that they can do, what they can increase their wealth. I'm bringing those people on. You
Mm.
understand what I'm saying? And we're working on it. So then, plus, I have a couple other special guests I'm working on right now. So this weekend and next week, get ready to get surprised because it's gonna be fire.
It sure is. You can feel it. What is that
Mhm.
saying? Remember the 5th of November? I think something's happening between now and then. You feel it.
Listen, I know one thing, and what I know is all the Middle Eastern countries, they're all of a sudden increasing their currency. CXI has no more IQD, currency
Mm,
exchange of international. That's a big one, okay? Because things are being bought up. Why did Kuwait just increase their rate? In my opinion,
right.
well, all those Middle Eastern countries, and I'm telling you all right now, whether you want to believe this or not, in my very strong opinion, I believe the Iranian Real will be in this basket because
Yeah.
everything I said was going to happen is happening. Kim Clement mentioned it. Okay. And there's no way all these Middle Eastern countries are all up in their values and Iraq is going to be like a, like if you're in school, like an outsider, like everybody around them has everything. And Iraq is going to be like, oh, we're the outsiders with a, toilet paper punish rate. We got, but yeah, it looks like Dubai. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's Iraq, in my opinion, is going to be the strongest. Everybody's waiting on them,
Yep.
but you're going to be very, very, very happy.
Yep. Marie, somebody mentioned something here about paper silver. If you work with an investor, if you have silver on paper and it's not backed by hard silver or gold, you're going to lose it. It's paper, it's air. You got
Only physical, only physical.
Yeah, it has to be physical. You got to call your guy and say, "Hey, do I have paper? We got to convert it into hard." I did it. Okay, you got to turn it into hard or you're going to lose it. And then I have somebody right under their website for the hydrogen water. It's vitalforce.net. Vitalforces.net. Okay.
Hit her up because the stuff works.
It does work. You're going to feel better. You're going to sleep a heck of a lot better. You're going to reverse the aging process because you're interrupting it with the things your body needs. The number one mineral that passes through your cells is hydrogen. And you got to put it back. When we reach the age of 30, we lose all of it. We lose the breathing capacity. We have to start building it up. We lose our the NAD in our body. We have to rebuild that. That's your youth molecule and the hydrogen molecule. The NAD, and I sent Marie these. She's going to be getting another box.
They have magnesium too.
Yeah, they have magnesium. They have B12, resveratrol, spermidine, which is great for the brain. It is a macro dose of hydrogen with NR, which converts into NAD naturally. No heavy metals. You can't find this anywhere else. And they rebranded it and called it LVIQ because they have found the improvements and how it cleans the brain and pushes away Alzheimer's. It's phenomenal what's going on. because
Hold on, Jackie.
Alzheimer's.
They put it in. I just wanted to make sure my mods put it in. Vitalforces.net. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And if you want to contact me personally, it's vitalforcesnj@gmail.com. And if you want to talk, we'll exchange phone numbers and I'll give you a call and we could talk about whatever it is. Even if
Jack.
something's bothering you through these crazy times.
Yeah, she's amazing. That's my mom. PG5 has a question. Will they be able, if they have silver certificate, will they be able to redeem the silver certificate during their exchange? I don't know that.
I don't know that. I have some old ones that were released when Kennedy was president. I know a local a guy in where I live in New Jersey. I would probably go to a well, you can ask Andy Scheckman. But in the meantime, if you know of a local coin shop, you can just go in and ask a question and see what they say. I don't know too much about it, but if they've been around a long time, I have a feeling they might be worth something. Even if a collector wants it, even too with some of these silver coins, they're making special commemorative coins. And maybe you want to get one or two of those too, because somebody's going to say, hey, that marks the time and it's a special coin. Somebody may want to get that and pay more for it, you know?
But you know what? The banks, for some reason, obviously they are making some kind of money off these certificates because they keep promoting them. They keep
Yeah.
promoting the gold and silver certificates, and I don't understand
That
why.
that would be a great question for Andy Scheckman.
Yeah,
He
we're gonna get
Okay.
him on. And even, if it's post exchange, he comes on, he could still, help out and, with diversification and everything. So I'm working on it. It's all about timing and, you know what I mean, getting these people on. So, because I have to go based on their time,
Hmm.
you know, like I don't care. Like if he wants to do 11 in the morning and to bring him on, I'm going to do 11 in the morning just so we can, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
So it's just has to work out. Also, what about John Dowling? Do you guys
I
like him?
Yeah, he's good. He just put out one that gave the whole history about the RV&Y, talking about what happened to all the countries and how the land was ravaged and they just didn't have anything, and now they're revaluing, and these countries have oil, they have natural gas, they have they're being
Phosphorus?
yep,
Phosphorus?
special minerals, they're being backed by the silver and gold, and they're booming. Like Vietnam is booming. And
I didn't know they had rice that they gave to the United States. I was like reading, I'm like, oh, wow. You know what I'm saying? But I want to also bring on Dave Mahoney because I want him to talk about his trip to Vietnam,
yeah,
about the
he's great.
purchasing.
He's
Yeah,
great.
Mahoney's really, they're both really good. So we're
Hmm.
in the process to do that even after, post exchange. Still, it's good information. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, a lot of people, guys, get ready because I don't even know if I'm going to tell you ahead of time. I might just come on and surprise you, be like, oh, this person's on this. So, you know,
Yeah.
and the banks for the Texas one for Plano is going to be DM'd to people. Okay. Um. Okay. Any more questions for Miss Jackie
Anybody
before
have
we?
anything about the hydrogen, or me, if you have a question about me?
Real estate person is coming on as well. Most likely on Sunday. Callie, babe, DM me. And I'll tell you. So you could look them up and everything. Digital silver. Do you know anything about digital silver, Jack?
I haven't heard of it.
I'll look into it. Let me find out on that, and then I will let you know.
You know who might know about something like that? Did you ever hear of Jay Snips and
Jay,
Hoover
that's what I
Dude?
was talking about. Jay Snip. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he might. Yeah.
And he actually has courses. I think he might actually be doing them for free for crypto. Where he teaches crypto, but I can do all that. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? It's not. You could. We could teach you that. It's
Yeah,
not.
somebody's got a question. Who makes the hydrogen bottle? Okay, it was a uh, an Asian man by the name of Nuno Nina. He had an office and has an office in Portugal, and he was treating people with his frequencies and water, all from people all over the world, reversing cancer and every disease possible. And he designed this bottle. He and Taryn Lee, who is the CEO of Luma Vitae, which means light of life, put this together. The company is Luma Vitae. They are the number one ranked. Nobody can come close to them in molecular hydrogen. They have just recently patented a new bottle, which is 33% bigger, comes in 4 different colors, and it infuses hydrogen in your coffee, your tea, your hot chocolate, your tequila, you name it. You can even do the tabs in the bottle. It also comes with a sports lid, and it comes with interchangeable lids that provide red light therapy, breath work, in addition to the chromotherapy that's already in this bottle, which works on your chakras, is souped up. And they have a few other things that they're coming out. So there'll be interchangeable lids. You see on here, this lid infuses a frequency. It gives you 3 frequencies that you can also add to your molecular hydrogen. Like in here, it has energy, recovery, lumavite, which means light of light, which is liquid sunshine. So like if you can't get outside, you're kind of like infusing phototherapy vitamin D. But these are going to have like harmony. And you can look up the frequencies and find them online. You can even find them on YouTube, but you're going to have it in your water. In addition, Deepak Chopra worked with them and he designed a bottle with the company infused with all his frequencies and mantras. That's all coming out in the first quarter of the new year.
Are the new bottles available already, Jack?
You can pre order them.
You can pre-order them. I just had a great idea because a lot of people want this bottle, and I
Yes.
know how great this bottle is. I think if you agree, we got to do. I want to do a
Say it.
giveaway.
You just read my mind. You just read my mind. I was going to say, why don't we do it for the holiday?
We're gonna do a giveaway
Black
of the
Friday.
actual bottle.
How about a Black Friday giveaway? Well, we could do it even before Black Friday, but call it Black Friday.
So in order to be, I'm trying to think. Okay, so we can do it. That's gonna be a great giveaway. That bottle is, amazing. What let's see. So the first 20 people that reach out to Jackie after this call, um, will go through those people. How does that sound? Or you will have a different idea, Jack.
Um, the first 20 people, and then you and I will go through it and do like a grab bag and see who we pick. Do you
Yeah, I
want to do
think
that?
so. I
I'm
think
going to
so.
let Maria do that. I'll hand over to her the first 20 names, and you can put the names in a bag and pick the person.
So let's put your email. My mods on here. Can you put the email? Please, Jackie's email. The first 20 people that reach out to Jackie. She's gonna be off. Chief is coming on now. First 20 people that reach out to her is who's in the running for this. How does that sound?
Yeah. And we'll do it. Do you want to say before Thanksgiving? You want to?
Yes.
Yeah, that's when we'll do it. Somebody's asking, how do you become a distributor? When you sign
They
on?
can reach out to you. They can reach out to you.
Yeah, yeah. Either pick customer or brand partner. That's all. And there's no obligation. There's no fee.
And Jackie is the best.
I'll help you with anything, whatever it is. Even if you're troubled about something, I'll listen.
So, and also, guys, I wanted to mention there is a member, because I want people to know that when it comes to helping people, it's not only about helping me or people in my inner circle. There is a member of my Telegram chat with Majid. Okay. She is in a very tough position right now. So if you guys, I don't want to mention her name on the live YouTube, but if you guys go in that chat, there's a link to help her out. It would mean a lot if you guys can help her because she's in a very tough predicament. So just take a look at that. I mean, if you can, you can. If you can't, you can't. But just to show that we really do,
Yeah.
you know, care
Uh,
about others and stuff.
and when you send to the email and you want to be in the run for the contest, write first 20. So I know that's what you're in for, right? First 20
Right. In the
and the topic. Yeah.
yeah. Hold on. They posted the link. Jackie, can you type? Well, once you're off the thing, you can type. Any other questions for Jackie? Remember the first 20 as soon as she gets off. Um, and then Chief will come on. How does one know what the dinar will be worth? It's a speculative investment, so you just have to base it off reinstatement plus inflation. But you know, they can do whatever they want. So, all right, Jack. Any questions for Jackie before I have Chief come on? I have a whole crew today. Tiffany Connor, get in touch with Jackie, please. Whose email? My email or Jackie's email? Post her email. Mods, can you post Jackie's email, please? Love BN, can you get in touch with Jack? She said that she emailed you about becoming a distributor, Jack.
um, email email me again because I know I answered. There were some problems with some people that the emails weren't going through. It came up on like a different platform. So try it again. Try it again. If I didn't get to you, just try it again. Because I've been up at night answering everybody's. It may take me a couple days, but I'll get to you.
Hold on, should we do 20 or should we do 30 people? I'm trying to think. What do you think we should
You
do?
t-
30, 20 or 30?
let's do 30. Give everybody
30.
better chance.
30,
Let's make
first
it
30.
30. Even if you rode first 20, it's okay. Let's go for 30.
We'll do 30, first 30. Believe me, that bottle is worth it. Um, Thank you, Kelly. Um,
This is the number one company in molecular hydrogen, and they plan on creating an eco water system for the world. They
and
know how sick everybody is.
Mac BTV, can you please DM me or email me? Hold on. She sent me the information, but I never got it. She said that you sent it to her, but she never got it. I don't know about that.
Who was this?
Love BN Nubian. Can you email Jackie, please? Again.
Even email me. You know what? Maybe we can give her somehow privately my phone number. Is there a way we can do that? And she can text me.
Can you email, please? Can you email me? Love BN. Dinarinfo2024 @gmail.com. All right, Jackie's about to leave in 1 minute. Rosanna, my mods will post Jackie's email. Can you guys post the email, please? Chief, are you ready to come on? Is he ready? Chief? All right, Chief is ready. Miss Jackie, you'll be in chat, so you guys can ask Jackie questions in chat. Love you to pieces. Thank you for
Love you
coming
too,
on.
dear.
And then Chief is coming on now.
All righty.
All righty.
Make way for Chief.
Love
Bye,
you.
hon.
All
Love
right.
you too.
All right. Chief, she's about to hang up. You're next. First 30, starting now. I hit the button. Do it again, Chief. Oh, here he goes. What's up, my brother?
What's up, my sister from a different mother?
Yeah, Wells today on the phone. They'll accept it, add it to the business, personal, anything. Yep. As long as it's in the state. It's
Yeah,
all
why would anybody think different? Because my trust is with Wells Fargo with a plethora of more people that have gotten the trust with me. Their trust is open with Wells Fargo, and it's just amazing that the benefits that you'll hear, especially when you come in with this kind of money, this kind of wealth, the benefits that you'll see that the trust offers you that a personal account couldn't offer you. And you can, like I said, if you have an account with Wells Fargo already, you can just take that account and make a trust property, because I did it. You can do it. You can take it out from your control and say, have the trust to take control of that, either that business account or their checking account. And then so say, no problem. They can do these things.
That's what it said. They said they'll connect it and you'll get your debit card, everything. And instead of it being an account, it's just all connected to the trust. So
Yeah,
everything is with the name of the trust. The debit card, everything is the name of the trust. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
no
Go
problem. I
ahead.
mean, that's, I mean, why would anybody expect different? Because that's what I have. I'm not coming to a person with things that I heard, but what I actually have. So hey, this thing's getting ready to happen soon. Just hanging there, guys. We have each other to lean on, to hold on, to motivate, inspire, to make it. We at home stretch right now. We just gotta just fight through it, man. And when it happens, man, I just been in deep prayer, just meditating, just talking to people that can inspire and lift us, lift each other up. And that's what I've been doing. I know it's getting ready to happen, but people are as bad as things are right now, it's going to be how good things are going to be when it happens. You'll be able to live out heaven on earth. I'm excited about it.
So, Chief, let me ask you a question. Since we're doing all these giveaways now with all my guests, you
How you
should do a
doing?
giveaway too. Guys, you think Chief should do a giveaway of something?
Aloha.
They all love you.
Hey man, y'all just
It's
trying to make me feel good, man. Y'all stop the cut it out.
yeah, I think you should do a little, I don't know, maybe giveaway. Since I'm in a giveaway type mode today.
I'm a giver. I've been a giver. The reason we are here today is because all of the sweat equity. Look, y'all cut it out. Cut it out. Y'all just trying to get something from me. Cut it out. Cut it out. Instead trying to make me feel good so you can try to get something free. No, cut it out. Cut it out. Hey, tell Carreras to stop showing off with the 315 on the rack back there.
He did a
Yeah.
good job. He did a good
Oh,
job.
Carreras, he's in there. That's my guy right there. Me and Herrera, we locked in right now. Hey, I will do a giveaway. I'm trying to see how I would do it. I would do it. I'm in a jovial giving mode right now, so I will be looking at probably giving away 3 trusts. I'm gonna figure out how I'm going to do it. Maybe perhaps some people just come in there
That
and subscribe.
donated. That donated.
I get it, but y'all need to go over there and subscribe to my YouTube page and say something to me really nice that makes me feel good, and I'll think about something. I may work some things out for you guys. Subscribe to Chief Mac. Go in there and comment on the last video I did called "The Fallen Angels." The time is up. Subscribe. I'm gonna be looking in
And
there.
follow him. Yes, follow his page. But you're giving a giveaway. So let's say you're giving one trust away of mine and then two on yours. So, and the person that, in my opinion, since I'm controlling this situation, nah. And I did tell you that I wanted that ring, but I'm just kidding. So,
So listen, as soon as you said that, I sent you a little gift. So check your cash
yeah.
app.
Um, so thank you very much. So, well, how I want to do the trust for my people, for the members, how you want to do it? Whoever doing, up to you. Say how you want to pick the person. This is for one free trust. And then
Okay.
he's going to give away 2 on his page.
About somebody go to my Facebook page and say something really nice about me.
This is supposed to be about me right now.
Okay,
Yours is
well,
yours is coming up. For this is he's saying what he has to do for him. For him, you guys
who?
got to follow his page, got to subscribe to his page, and give him a whole shit ton of compliments. Just be like, you're the Mac, you're the 2 trusts,
Heavy on the Mac.
2 trusts he's giving away over there, and 1 here. His YouTube page, Chief Mac. So how are we going to pick the winner of the trust here?
We'll figure it out. I'm gonna talk to you. You figure it out. You need to
So
trust and get your foreign EIN number to go along with it, so they can go to the bank and I'm gonna let you know what you need to say to the bankers. A non-interest bearing account is an irrevocable trust. And hook it up, you're gonna feel good. I've got about 4 people so far, 4 or 5 people said that they've received their foreign EIN number. They were so excited, man.
yep. You know who I think I'll talk to
I
you.
already, I already know. I already know who you're talking about already. For you, I already know. I already know who you're talking about.
But we'll figure out. I think this is a big gift, guys. And he's 3. He's giving away 3. So we'll pick, yeah, go in there and kiss his butt. And he'll be like, oh, you know what I mean? So, so we are kind, we're not only about ourselves, in case you guys thought that.
Yeah, yeah.
But and he's the man. 3 trusts, guys. 3. So that's what we're doing. And the hydrogen bottle, which is, those are big gifts, right, Chief?
Awesome. And it takes a great leader to want to give to the people, to let you know our appreciation to the people. We just want to encourage you guys to know you guys, let you know you guys are heard, seen, and felt. So we will be in a good mood right now to give and take some pressure, let you know you guys are felt, heard, and appreciated, man.
Yeah, we
Know
want to
that,
stick together. We want to bring everyone together.
yeah, righteousness is prevailing on the earth right now, and people, the right people are finding each other and be coming together with love, honor, and respect, all races, nations, creeds. It's, we dealing with vibrations, man. Vibrations. I'm excited about that, man. You know, I'm so excited about it. So excited. I'm ready to go get my Rolls Royce, man. I deserve to be happy, man.
Range is waiting for me. The range
I
is
see you. I
waiting for.
see. I see you in that Snow White range with the peanut butter interior,
Yeah,
sitting up
with my
high.
nice little tangent ring. With my nice little tangent ring, the
Yeah,
pink one when
yeah,
it comes out, I'll be
yeah.
happy.
That's good.
Um, so yeah, by tomorrow we'll let you guys know what we're gonna do. Also, what I want to do as well, Chief, because I'm in a giving mode, and I know like a lot of people, like my memberships are like $1.92 whatever, but some people can't afford it. Also, some people can't afford to donate or whatever. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna pick 5 people, and I'm gonna bring them into my private chat. I'll do that tonight.
Okay.
That's another giveaway.
Okay.
So,
Sure.
what else you got to say, Chief? I got to say, get ready.
Get ready. Get
Um,
ready. Get ready.
because it's about to happen, and you're about to have a whole new world.
That song been in my head all day long. It's a whole new world. I'm gonna play it, man.
I know Aladdin was the.
It really is going to be a whole new world. So I hope you guys are prepared for it. Meaning that deep state, the beat system, the beat system is losing its momentum, man. And this the bankers and the people who rule this world are they're shocked, man. They're in the state of shock because we weren't supposed to find out. And I'm gonna tell you something. This should have happened 20 years ago, but it should have happened, and this is why they came out with the so-called when those 2 buildings fell down, it was a distraction because did no planes hit that. Those planes were CGI, and it was controlled demolition, you know. And that's something I'm gonna post a video about that on my YouTube page and break that down. And I'm also gonna do probably tomorrow a part two of the angels, you know, fallen angels losing their momentum. I'm gonna do a part 2 tomorrow on that.
Yeah, and
But
I'm gonna be a special guest on his channel, even though he doesn't invite me no more. But that's okay. He'll invite me, right?
cut it out, little
I'm
lady.
kidding. I'm busting balls.
Yeah, I get you on that again. We just want you to get healthy and get well. You know, and it seems like you seem
Yeah,
like
right
you're
now
feeling
my
good.
stomach is all bruised. Oh my god, it's
It's
a
all good.
nightmare.
You ever take that so you can get rid of what you need to get rid of. And so, you know, a month and a half or 2 after the RV, uh, people who have a righteous heart, who have actually got services from me, and when we are connected in the righteous way, you will get a special invitation to this event. Of course, Maria, Dr. Kia, and some other, you know, main people that have been pushing and putting sweat equity out in the community would have a beautiful event at a disclosed location in Atlanta. And, you know, Maria and Dr. Kia, of course, you guys gonna have your special table. I'm gonna have music, great music, live band, DJ. Plus, I might play a little something. I might have a baby grand out there. I'm gonna play something for you guys.
Yeah, because he sings and plays piano, so
I'm a
remember
musician, so I'm not just a handsome, good-looking guy with muscles. I can play the piano.
that. Oh,
I can
you
play.
crazy.
I can tickle the ivory. So I might play a little something for you guys, a nice rendition. Uh, you know, some songs that I created myself, or some pieces out there. I might do something like that. But we're gonna eat good. We're gonna celebrate. You know, have a live band music, and then we're gonna come together as the new one percenters and start networking with each other. That's what's going to happen through trust, because we're going to have the foundations. And so, if you have the 508c18 irrevocable trust, which is the foundation, that means that we can keep the wealth amongst each other and build each other. And we can come together, see a building or something that we want to get, put maybe 1.5 in it, get it collectively together, and then you know we can put people in there. We can salvage people who are salvageable, create jobs, and just help out humanity. And this is what this is for. And I had been doing this stuff already. I had been doing this already with a shoestring budget, and now I'll be able to do it with the overflow that our great spirit, the Most High, the Heavenly Father, is going. This is actually giving me this ability to do this right here. It's not me. I'm so grateful. I don't have an ounce of hate, envy, malice, or hate in my heart. I'm not jealous of nobody because I got it going on myself. So people who are mad and jealous and envious of people, it's because of their lack of abilities and inabilities to be great, which we all have it in us. You just got to become the victor over being the victim and stop blaming people and have authenticity, accountability, and patience. And you can achieve and speak anything out into the you know out into the universe so it can manifest itself. You know, you can do these things because I've done it. You know, and life hasn't been easy for me, but I make it look easy. But people that have been gifted right now, it's because we have gone through it a lot, man. We went through a lot. I've gone through a lot, man. I'm gonna put a book out there about the things that I've experienced in my life, and I'm not supposed to be here today because I was supposed the things that happened to me was supposed to destroy me mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically, and it didn't do it. You know, you know I'm grateful. You know, when you've been hurt by the very people that's supposed to be protecting you when you're young, and you know these people calling you names, and you know it destroys you. You know when your own family does that to you, but you know I alchemized that and took it. You know, I decided to use it to strengthen me, other than make me angry or turn to drugs. You know, I'm from the mean streets of Gary, Indiana. That was the first murder capital of the whole United States. You know, when the drug epidemic happened, we know who put the drugs in the street. I survived that. I know what it is to be hungry and not have food to eat. You know, and you know, be unsure. I know what it is to be in a house without no electricity in the wintertime. You know, you know, I've been through all that, and that's why I am here today because I can speak from most people's perspective when it comes to being without, being ostracized, talked about, ridiculed, and persecuted. So this is my ministry. It's my ministry, you know, and so That's why I can stand here and talk to people because I've been through it. I can stand here and talk, and I don't have no hate, no envy in my heart, and that's why I'm so happy right now because over in 5D, the righteous are getting ready to win, and I'm deserving. They say favor ain't fair. It's not fair. It is fair. It's fair to those that are deserving of it, and I'm deserving of it. And so far right now, everybody that had laid a tongue on me, they're gonna eat those words up, man. You know, and they eat it up right now. They watching right now because that's what they do. That's what narcissists do. They watch. So get your popcorn because you watching the show. Cause I'm gonna give you one. Let's give them a show, guys. Everybody that doubted us, that talked about us, that didn't believe in us, that made us feel less than small and crazy, and call us that they're gonna eat those words up good, man. They're gonna eat them up good. You know, they're going to be baffled at how we going to rise up and our abundance and overflow, man. They're gonna be perplexed, man. And I welcome that. I welcome it.
Yep, everybody's gonna be like, the all the people that are just like, oh, this is never gonna happen. They're all gonna eat their words. They're gonna eat everything's. So, but we got to get off here. We've been on for like over 2 hours. So,
Okay.
say your piece, and then
Hey, let's get it, guys. Let's continue to support Maria, the moms. Thank you guys for supporting me. Go over there to Chief Mac and join my YouTube and show me some love, guys. And I appreciate you guys, man. You know, prophecies are happening right now in my life and you guys' life, man. I love you guys to life, man. Let's get it, man. I'll see you guys on the other side of abundance, wealth, longevity, prosperity, health, and wealth, man.
all righty, all right, buddy. You'll come into the chat, right?
Yeah, I'll come there.
All right, and then I'll go in and pick the 5 people for the chat, and then by tomorrow we'll know what they need to do about the giveaway, right?
Sure.
Okie dokie, guys. Carreras, Jackie, love you all. Thank you for joining. I will have a live tomorrow again, because
Okay.
that's how close this is, in my opinion. Love you guys. Thank you for joining. I'll see you in the chat. Oh, please like, subscribe, and share.